Okay, are we live? We live again. Let's get some bananas in chat. We had to restart the stream due to some audio issues. And it should be absolutely fine now, right? My bad. Interestingly, that wasn't working the way I thought it should. Anyway, I've fixed it for this stream. Anyway, bananas in chat. Thank you so much to Winnie T4, Cloud Zero, Shinny, Cosmic Dragon, Eternus, Admirari, Sea Turtle, Zora Spinamana, MRNS92. Thank you so much. We got Cosmic Dragon Eternus here for 5 months. We also had Sea Turtle and Pineapple Jack subscribing as well. Thank you for your support, peeps. I just gave the rundown on everything, and I think I'll just do it again. So I was a little bit frazzled, a little slow to get going here. We had done some building last stream, and Blackjack was kind enough to send me a world with a bit of a tutorial in it. Well, completely a tutorial on EMC farming. Now, my strategy for this stuff was to use the Dark Matter Pedestal, Clocks of Time, stack them around the energy collectors, which they have a cap on how much energy they can generate, but you can transfer them into something else. Unfortunately, that's not going to be fast enough. I also learned how to use this thing to convert one type of item to another. So we want to create these things, among other things, and that's a ridiculous amount of EMC, and therefore my idea, it looked like it wasn't really feasible, so we could use a whole bunch of those things to speed up these, but it just wouldn't really be the right way to go. So what Blackjack recommended is using the Silky Block of Jewel, which has quite a high EMC value. Now usually what people do is they go for the Emerald Block, so it gets to be slightly different, but initially I wanted to avoid this in a way. You can see the EMC there is 147, this is 224. The reason I wanted to avoid this is because this is how I did it last time, I believe. You create a dimension, but it really looks like there isn't an alternative. So today we're going to be EMC farming by creating a dimension for us to jump into and get loads of materials from. Shinny says, Blackjack saving the day once again. Indeed, indeed. I mean, maybe my alternative might have worked, but probably not for a lot of items. Like, it would have required a lot of AFK time just to get enough for a few Infinity Catalysts. So it does look like the tried and true method is the way to go. You'll see I've got tons of stuff bookmarked here, and that's because in the tutorial world that Blackjack sent me, there's just loads of cool stuff that you can make. And we'll probably add recipes for these and mess about with them at some point or another. The thing that I need to do today is start with all the RF Tools Dimension stuff, so we might have to add some recipes or do some crafting, and I'm hoping this stuff will come back to me because I've done all of this before. Oh yeah, wait, can I skip that and go straight to crafting? Probably not. We might have a bigger problem. Let's type in Dimlet. We have Dimlet parcels. Okay, this is from Enderman that spawn in our mob farm, and now I have the Dimlet base part. Right, so you get them when you open those. Okay, so we'll need some sort of automatic opening of those. That gives us our first block. The material absorber, owned by Jeffers. Huh, so when I added it over here, look, it added some MBT data. Interesting. Adamari says, just about halfway through your 1.19 Deep Dark Snapchat. Do you mean snapshot when you went live? The Warden has me terrified. Yeah, it was amazing to get that yesterday. By the way, like, I have just been frazzled. Like, yesterday I kind of booked some time off to have a curry and watch a movie and zone out. And so I had a very busy day. Did that. Went to a meeting. All of a sudden find out it's a snapshot at 9 o'clock. I feel like I should be facing y'all right now. I'm holding my cup of tea as well. I find out it's a snapshot at 9 o'clock and I'm like, well, okay, here we go. I was up till 1 in the morning working on that. Woke up early today. So I haven't had much sleep. Been at it all day. Just this thing, that thing. Oh, and then like I come down to stream and I'm like, another pre-release. So got on top of that real quick. Now I get the stream. After the stream, I'm going to write a blog and then go to bed. I'm going to go to bed nice and early today. Oh, that's one off my chest. But then tomorrow, another busy day. Got to get a snapshot video, another one, prepared for Sunday. So, just, whew, on that treadmill. I mean, I like it. I like being busy, but I'm not so keen on it when it's unexpected, which is the nature of the snapshot stuff. But, you know, snapshots are fun. Covering them is great. I got no complaints. Right, so it looks like we want to create, again, I'm in the wrong terminal. We want to create a material absorber. I believe you only need really one of these. Then an empty dimension tab. I got a feeling that that's probably one well, I'm not sure if there's much of a random chance. I'll just add these things anyway, right? We'll just put them in, and then we can grab them on the go. Now, there are some dependencies here, I just realised, and those are easily solved. That is the machine infuser. That might already be in here. It's got the cracked screen. Machine infuser. Yeah, we already got that. So then we got that thing. There's the big old question of if I can actually remember how to use any of this stuff. Ah, we can make those ingots, can't we? And that's all of that. We'll find it a home inside of the system. Neo Hurricane says, I really don't understand anything you're doing in these streams. Lol, that's because we're deep into it. We're like so deep now, it's just... Even to begin to explain what we're trying to do. It's like there's a rabbit hole, and not only have I gone down it, I'll never find the way back out again. I mean, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm putting blocks, the recipes for them, inside of our auto-crafting system. And that means then when I open up the inventory and I say, hey, I want a dimension thing, I can just craft it on the fly, right? So, first order of business, I'm going to do this just over here near the time thing, because I've got a feeling it might speed it up. So, you put down these things next door and it starts to absorb. Looks like it might not be affected by that at all. I can't remember if you have to activate it. This is what I remember. I just remember putting a bunch of blocks, like emerald ones, near it, and it's sucking it up. There must be more to it. So RF Tools might have like a guide, and I might have it in here. That looks like a guide. That's a shape manual. That's probably not a guide to the whole thing. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Let's chuck that back in. Multilord says Hermitcraft 9 starts tomorrow. Hermitcraft 9 does not start tomorrow. If you check my Twitch schedule here on Twitch, you'll see that we have a stream planned for tomorrow related to Hermitcraft. Mac and Cheese says, hey Xisuma, are you into the J.R.R. Tolkien? What did you think of the Amazon Rings of Power? I've seen bits of the trailer and I've seen the controversy around it, and I gotta say, I am like really quite uninterested in it. Just watching the trailer and stuff, it didn't get me excited. It didn't really feel like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, which is like the one that I guess I'd be attached to. And as for it having black actors in it and stuff, I really don't care. Like, it's all fantasy and fiction, and I can't believe people just keep getting up in arms about this stuff. It's like if you were to take something historical and rewrite it, then either you provide the historical context with that, or you might have a problem. But in my mind, like, it's fantasy to begin with. Why does it matter? Yeah, and so people are getting on the internet, as they always do, up in arms about it. And honestly, I just think it's worth dropping. It's just not worth being bothered about. It's about elves and dwarfs. Why does it matter what skin color they have? Like, if people want to act them, Like it shouldn't be like, oh no, you can't be a dwarf because of this or that. It's just it's so silly. So silly. Got to get past this stuff. So I guess we're kind of stuck on this. Like I don't know why this isn't working. Just put a lever on the block and it should work. Oh, it's a redstone activated thing. Got ya. Okay. There I thought, oh, I need to look to my chat for an answer. The true issue is that it's not to Tolkien's world, says Matt Curax. Yeah, and wouldn't that make it a broader issue because they're using his material, you know, his thing to create. That didn't seem to do it. To create new stories. That's about the whole thing. That's not about race. And you know, like if Tolkien specifically stated somewhere that they didn't want this, then like maybe. But then you'd also look at it like, it's kind of like outdated ideas, you know. Someone from a different generation with a different perspective on the world. I just think, I really do think the only time you can maybe make a point about it is if it's something historical. But even then, it's like if you just provide the context, what does it matter? Because it alienates people from being able to do those roles. Which is something that I didn't understand about disabled actors, right? So you have someone who's disabled in a movie. Again, I feel like I should be facing you. You have someone who's disabled in a movie, right? As a character, the character is disabled, right? A normal actor can play that role. The point is, though, that someone who's disabled who wants to act may not be able to play a regular person, right? And so you can make a pretty good argument there that let's save the roles for these people who can't play regular roles, you know? Yeah, anyway, people just need to love more, I think. just love more. And stop getting worked up about silly stuff. Because there's just silly stuff everywhere. Right, we've had enough silly stuff. So place this block on top of another block. Right. If I'd just read that. Yeah, okay, cool. It's got 7%. And I got a feeling that thing is actually speeding it up. So if I stand here and hold right click, that's kind of derpy. I like it. And I got enough blocks probably to do the rest. Matt Curiac says, make a new fantasy story then, really. There was tons of ethnic people in his world. I don't know. Maybe there is some form of argument there. Like, I always believe in, making the best argument possible. If someone has a point, what is their best argument possible? If Tolkien really did have like an ethnic structure for his world and backstory for it, then maybe there's an argument to say, look, stick to it because that's what it's supposed to be. But as a viewer, I couldn't care less. Like, it doesn't bother me. And, I mean, if you're really into it, and it rubs you the wrong way for the same way, I don't know, elves wearing the wrong dress code, or like some flags are the wrong colours for whatever it is in Lord of the Rings, then yeah, maybe, but it just seems like one of those fights that's not worth having. Tie Fighter 2 Thor 985, thank you for subscribing, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Nice Sadara says, so sorry to hear about your hands. It was nice to see you play the guitar again. It's not so much my hands, it's my arms. So I had more time on my hands than I knew what to do with, and so I turned to the guitar and just like started having so much fun, started playing again, only for a couple of days. And then I was like, I started thinking about recording again, and I set it all up. Had to relearn some of the old ways that I set up the GoPro, and plug these cables in here, and there was a few funny things like not being able to get it to work for ages and then realizing it's disabled somewhere else in the system. Anyway, got all the bits and pieces together to record it and went back into that space. And with the first song, the Territory one, I forgot like how like it can give you like performance anxiety. It's like excitement, but it feels a bit more like anxiety for me. Not like emotional anxiety, like physical. I don't know. Like when the camera's on me, it really like heightens my alertness. And so the Territory one, I enjoyed playing it, but it was very uncomfortable. It was difficult to breathe in the mask. I forgot what that felt like. The second one, though, I'd loosened up. And I recorded them both on the same day, and I think I made like a snapshot in between. It was just one of those super productive days. And then when I went to work out, I just got these pains in my arm, like really worrying pains. And in my shoulder, and I was just like, this is exactly what happened when I was playing guitar before. I have to stop, is what I thought. I just have to stop. So I put all the guitar equipment back in the other room, and I just have to put it out of my mind, really. Don't know if I'll play again for a while or not, but like I could probably get away with a little session every now and then, but it's not, I don't know. I love guitar, but like it conflicts with my other priorities. Is it because you played so much at once? It might have been. I did like just spend the whole night playing and lost track of time. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I need balance. Either way, got some busy weeks ahead of me, so I'm putting it away for now, and I've got other things to focus on. Right, let's make all of these machines and dimlet stuff next, I guess. So we got that one. Yeah, one of the things with streaming is that I love to waffle and get stuff off my chest. It's good when you're building, not so much when you got nothing to show. But hopefully y'all don't mind listening to me waffle. Nice Sardra says, I love the guitar videos. I'm in awe of the size of your hands. Must be as long as my whole forearm. I guess I do have relatively big hands, yeah. I'm tall, and like, you know, so it all scales. It just feels regular to me, I guess. But X, haven't you gotten your arms checked out? Maybe you could get a physiotherapist. Oh yeah, I've been to the physiotherapist about it. I think what it is just because I've used a computer and been at a computer for so long, like the position it puts my arms into, it's just like, I think just I've got some long-term shape or damage or something wrong. I mean, I also have dyspraxia as well. Like I can't even build muscle in my wrists, no matter like how much I work on it. I can build strength with the muscle that I got, but I can't seem to build more muscle. It's a whole bunch of factors working against me, I feel like. You know, I've tried so much to make it all work, and the ultimate thing is I can't balance working out, playing guitar, and sitting at a computer all day. Like, I can only do 2 of those things. Once I put too much strain on them, you know, all these different positions and motions, it just falls apart. X's gamer arms, says Shadow Knight. Well, don't know if you can call them that. Like, they're not controller pad arms, they're keyboard and mouse arms. And coupled with dyspraxia doesn't particularly help. So yeah, just, you know, I got away with it for a while in like 2018. And that was kind of around when I was learning about posture and stretching a lot more and getting those things right, but it just caught up with me, I think. Mr. White Kiko says, I know how you feel. With work, college, and taking care of the kids, I have to be careful when I pick up the guitar not to spend too much time playing and take care of my responsibilities. Yeah, I mean, they're more like, you know, like you said, responsibilities. Mine's more like a management of physical, you know, physicality. Green Mazing says maybe sitting when playing. I try to do that, but like I find it annoying. I just want to like stand up and move about. It's like not as comfortable. But what if you consciously space the guitar playing out like once a week? Yeah, maybe when I got more time again in the future and I can look at, you know, allocating some of it to something, maybe I'll try that, but I don't know. Anyway, we need to set this stuff up, and I don't really have like a spot. Actually, I tell you what, we do have a spot where we can put some odd blocks. I never really use that much. I tend to try and go into the sort of end product a lot, don't I? So what we'll do is try and remember how on earth all this stuff works. I mean, I'm going to need like a power source. That seems to be evident, so we'll have to set up a plug and a point actually, because this will be a new power source, like RF Tools Dimension. We also want to infuse these things too. So let's go put down the point. What we got? The plug. The plug's the one that we're going to go place. How's the coffee adventures going, X? Says Curls. I've tried salt. Didn't really taste any different. Butter. Didn't really taste any different. Coconut oil tasted a little bit coconutty, but didn't really make much difference. And I don't have any cream, so tomorrow what I think I might do is like maybe a lot of milk. But yeah, sort of running out of ideas. Herminator, thank you for 36 months, 3 years. Thank you so much, my dude. That's incredible. I appreciate all your support, and thanks for sticking around. So what are we going to do today? We're going to add this. Okay, we're going to call it Silky Dimension, I think. Then we attach this. Put in a password. Create the Silky Dimension. I'm going to disable the transfer limit just because I don't know how much it will need, but that might be a thing. Curl says, yes, more milk might help. Try lactose-free milk. It has slightly sweeter taste. Natural without the sugar. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of coconut milk I could try. That's a good shout. That's definitely a good shout. Hot chocolate in your coffee. You know, I want to do that, but like all the chocolate's going to come with sugar, right? I don't really want to break my fast in the morning. Or consume a lot of sugar either. I made myself a kimchi tofu stew today, and it was just gorgeous. I brought these garlic and ginger like pastes that you can chuck in when you're cooking your green leaves and your onions, and dang, that's like an easy way to just add a whole bunch of flavour. So it was super tasty. Yeah, let's put down the machine. God, that nether portal's annoying me. Machine infuser. I guess... Oh yeah, no, wait. I've got to infuse the machines to make them run better, so... Nope, that closed. That's the stuff. We got so much of it, shouldn't be a problem. Let's get a hopper up in here. Just go a little bit vanilla with it. And the power's kind of low. Did I not actually set this up and it's just held power from before? Dude, I'm going to lower that portal sound. At least for me. See, this is the thing that was weird with the music earlier, right? Like, you can't hear the game sound now, right? You can't hear the portal? That should be how it works. You shouldn't be able to hear the portal. Unless I've done this test before and I just misremember, which is a very common thing I do. Neo Hurricane says, what do you think about Green and Mumbo getting millions of views on Hermitcraft while other hermits aren't? What do you think about it? Do you hear the portal? I hear the portal, but no music. Yeah, so basically, this thing is for me and not for y'all, and I keep forgetting that. And what I've got on for music is a binaural beat. It auto-played when I was doing the snapshot video, and I was like, I like how this makes me focus, so I'm just going to leave it on. Sakaja90, thank you for 12 months. That's a whole year of support right there. Appreciate it. Oh, did I miss something here? Or is that finished? No, clearly not. That's a point. Did I get them the wrong way around again? Point inserts, the plug extracts. Unless there's something wrong with the battery up there and all that juice has just been used. That should totally work. Let's go check it out. Neo Hurricane says, "Low, I was just wondering." Alright. Well, let's go all the way down here. I mean, like, they get views. This is the thing with, like, on YouTube, you probably hear like creators moan about, oh, you know, not getting views, and leave a like to, you know, gain exposure to the channel, this sort of stuff, right? Like, the YouTube algorithm finds the viewership for the audience. Now, there's definitely a factor of, like, starting early, good CEO practices, other effects that can snowball. And for Grian and Mumbo, they've obviously got something that people want to watch, and it's been rolling on YouTube for years and years. And that's great for them. And, like, it doesn't happen equally for every content creator. And usually, like, if you don't get a lot of views and you don't get far, considering that you've had a chance to get going, it's probably a sign that your content doesn't reach as big of an audience, right? And there ain't anything wrong with that. Like, the audience that you reach is the audience for you. So, you know, it's just a reflection, and you know, it could be one of those things, like, you can't do A/B testing in reality. You can't find out what would have happened if something different had have gone down early on. Like, what if Mumbo hadn't have joined Hermitcraft, or what if Doc never gave me a shout out? You don't know what would have happened after those things. So you never know, like, what the actual true thing behind all these numbers are, right? But for a creator, it is just healthy to focus on the experience you're having, and not to worry about views or someone else's views. Just focus on the experience you're having. If you've got an audience, enjoy their company. Sinto, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Xisuma, at what hour tomorrow, says Twee on Twitch. Check the schedule here on Twitch. X, did YouTube give you an audience you like, or the audience you expected? Not in viewership, but the kind of viewers and commenters. Well, I consider, like, I didn't expect an audience at any point, so, like, you know, this whole thing happened by accident. As for, like, liking my own audience, like, the way you interact with your audience tends to be, you know, the people that watch are people that like what you're doing. So it tends to be a very positive, like, feedback loop. So I don't really think of my audience too much in terms of, like, as if they're, like, people that I directly know or like or something like that. I'm kind of aware that there's, like, I don't know how to describe it really, like an effect or a dynamic, perhaps you might say, that I'm the creator and they're the audience. It's just, it makes you think about it in different terms. It's Jens, thank you for 8 months. Gunrover, thank you for 53. I mean, extremely appreciative to have an audience and to have all of this success on YouTube and Twitch is wonderful. Parasocial relationship. Yeah, I guess when I say parasocial, I always think about like me to you. It works the other way as well. Like I'm very aware that like I can step into spaces and be treated very differently because of people watching my videos, right? Like it's pretty annoying sometimes to have people like ask for something, help with something that they could just Google and figure out. But I can get away with like that kind of help sometimes because people know they'll be saving me some time and they like the videos and they want me to, you know, keep making them or whatever, right? Like you're treated differently. It's not a normal relation. X, are you going to make a second appearance on the Spawn Chunks podcast? Really enjoy you here talking about the game. I don't know. If I get invited, I'd definitely consider going back on. I just realised why the game sound is so loud for me. It's because I left my speakers on. And now they're off. And now I can't hear pigmen grunting and portal noises. Great. It's called a vertical relationship, says Shinny. That sounds like something to look into right there. What are your opinions on Stoneblock so far? I have been thinking of playing it, says Roganito. I've really enjoyed the experience. We're 71 days in. It's crazy. Let's get a few more of these shards. See, if this were automated in a little control room, it'd be kind of cool to just walk up and, you know, chuck in a block to get it infused and whatnot, and then walk away again. Right, so that's another one down. Dialing device. I don't know if these get infused. I've got a feeling those two won't. Yeah, so that thing's dimension inscribed. Maybe that one doesn't get inscribed. Okay, maybe we've got some here. That one does. Interesting that that one didn't. Right, all of this is vaguely familiar. It's been a while, you see. A infused infuser is faster. That means I have to make 2 infusers. How confusing. Yeah, let's make another one then and infuse that. So I guess that's the very first thing that you infuse. Oh, that closed itself. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of that again. You can have horizontal relationships where all parties treat each other the same, and in a vertical relationship, one party is perceived as superior in one way or another. Yeah, I wouldn't have used the language superiority. I just get treated differently, right? And I try not to abuse that and take advantage of it and be respectful of it. In more casual settings, it's kind of fun. Like maybe in my Discord, I sort of, you know, pop in, and the way I'll talk with people will obviously be very different from anyone else's. Back and forth. Right, and more stuff goes up here. Right, so these things were in a bit of an order. You have put this empty dimension tab in a dimension inscriber where you can construct a dimension. So we put that in here. So you need like properties from the dimension dimlets, and I cannot quite remember. Oh, look at that, material dimlet. So that's what we've got to create, and then it has a cost. Oh, this is actually, because it saved all the metadata, I think it kind of tells me what we've got to do. Dialing device, so that's later on. Dimlet workbench, I believe you store everything in here. And then you create like a dimension thing down the bottom, possibly. That stuff goes in there too. Gonna put this thing down over here. What other projects do you have besides Hermitcraft? Says Choldove. At a time when I don't have Hermitcraft and I do have Stoneblock, and that's my other project. I guess. Iron Juice, thank you for 23 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. If anyone wants to tip me off in the direction of what I should be doing next, that would be great. I'm pretty sure it's like opening a bunch of these and looking for certain properties or something. So if we go to, which one was it again? The workbench. I really don't know if I need to read all of these or not. But I kind of remember like opening and spamming them in here before. There's different types of biome. Let's see. So it's a terrain dimlet that's flat. There's actually this here. Ah, here we go. And then maybe this is a search. So flat. That's what we've got to create. And there's the components. I don't know if I can shift click that. But now it's starting to make sense. So I need one of those. Okay, one with a number 0. That. I might have picked the easy one first, by the way. Pretty sure these aren't. Wait, I put those. Okay. Did I already? I'm so confused. Did I already like skip that and craft these? This one is flat, as the same as that one is there. Huh. This is what happens when you don't have time to like do anything ever. I think I already made it basically. Well, I made all 3 of these, didn't I? So that one is different though. That's just stone. When I made it, it might be that I needed to have changed the recipe, and then that has key 6. Now I don't know what key 0 is, but everything else looks similar. Maybe I can get away with that one. So it would then just be this. Priskip says, if I recall, some dimlets can be made regular crafting. Let's find out. So now we go for the silk. Silky jewel. Chuck that in the middle. So that can't be made that way, and I don't know if there's like a blank dimlet or something. Material, so it shows that there, and if I click on these are all like crafting recipes, right? What if I click a U for a use? Okay, or that one, yeah. So it doesn't, I don't think it hooks up with the block that I've got here, so therefore I probably want to type in, there you go, silky block of jewel. Right, and that actually shows us everything that we need for it. So we need a level 5, one of these. We need triple of those. A circuit board with 3. That we actually have. A type controller, and then that. Cool, so this is where we spam a bunch of these. I'm having so much fun right now. This noise is completely pleasant. Very, very pleasant noise in my ear. God, I accidentally opened a control panel. Oh, there's the noise again. Oh dear Lord. Okay, we opened all of them. Yeah, forgive me for destroying your ears. Wow, there's some interesting looking cards there. Look, there we go, we've got a 3. And I'm probably going to accidentally put in one of the wrong things again, aren't I? Oh, a 5. Did I see a 5? Yep. Pretty sure that was the level. And then a triple power looking thing. We got just one of those. And we have made that dimlet thing there. And that's the one that we no longer need. X, do you have a strategy when things get really busy and you got lots of stuff to do but not necessarily time? Do you get anxious about it, or do you just prioritize it and get on with? Yeah, prioritize and get on, keep notes, keep track. I'm actually making a note right now of something. I started, actually, Cuz, I think you sent me a video, I don't know, it was on my watch list, and it was about using this app called Notation. I started using it today. Just going to experiment with note-taking, because I keep thinking about doing that, and I think it's just one of those things where it's not so clear what the outcome is until you try it. Right, anyway, with 3 of those, how do we put them together to make this? Do I do that? Oh, and then it says okay. Yeah, everything okay, right. Store. So now all of that information is in here. I go over to this machine and do that. And immediately we're out of power. Interesting how it's not keeping up. I mean, we even took the limit off and it's only getting 20,000 through. Oh, so that's actually the limit of the wire. We got an... Interesting. Did I use the wrong type of conduit here? 20,000. No, that's actually the limit of the conduit, isn't it? So if I were to put that point directly on the back of this, considering how much time it's going to take, we're going to swap those around. That's going to go there, and that should then give it way more power. So now it's using 50,000. That's probably the limit of the thing upstairs. So if we want that to go faster, we need to head to where we produce power. And give it one of, well, the limit here is the size of this thing. 200 in, 200 out. It's only doing 50. Only doing 50. Why would it only do 50 when it's 200 in, 200 out? Oh, 50k is the limit of the block. It's per side though, says Cass. Sperm C. So if I go add more things to the side, yeah, okay, got ya. You know what? Like, I'm just gonna leave this temporary for now. It would be cool to have a little proper room for this, but today's a bit of a waffle stream for me. So I guess I can add like an extra 20 by doing that. And then when we click there, yeah, there you go. So that all makes sense. And, you know, it's getting along, so I think we'll have a little wait. Also, do you know what's happened? Oh, my tea, it's gone cold. I'm going to subject myself to drinking it anyway. Oh, no, that's enough. That's horrible. That's a cold cup of tea. Oh, dear. Cold cup of tea right there. 64%. So after we do that, we then go to this block and we link it to these things. Oh yeah, and we're going to do some more of that. One of these goes in the new dimensions. You have to take it with you. I think... Or maybe I need 2 sets of these. Not entirely sure, actually. I could possibly connect them up to each other. And then this machine should see them, yeah. So you go from test 1 to test 2. But I can't remember how to activate it. Maybe redstone? %! Woo! I think you can also then charge this thing by the looks of it. Or, hang on a minute. So, dimension ready. This maintenance thing is 100,000 RF per tick. So I think what we need to do is actually take this away from here and give it a permanent spot up the top. So yeah, maybe this one at the end here is slightly different. These are vibrant capacity banks, of which we have a few. These are in, yeah, they're inside the block. Okay, So like, what if the one at the end here just looked slightly different? Because it had this thing in it. I mean, instead I want to put it 1 block lower. Now, it's not particularly pretty, is it? And I need to reconfigure. That's not the way to do it. Let's get a Yeta wrench, I think might be how we did it before. So down the end here, you got that. I think I might want to come back to that. In fact, I know what to do. This is not the way to do it. Let's take that out. And then reconfigure this. Aha, and it has those things on the side of it. I think you come in here and you like give them a click. Yeah, there you go. That's back to normal. I reckon we should put it right there. So, the middle of this space is about here. Let's have... We'll recess it as well. Using a little bit of space here can make it look interesting. So... Now that's where the I/O is. So we'll have the thing in the middle-ish. Like there. Oops. Screen stuff can kind of go above it. Now the trick is to power it on all sides, remember, which we'll do. And ooh, it's in a... Oh, no. Yeah, we'll have that. Cool. And then maybe also... a couple of those things either side, or maybe just one here. That is the way I think I'll do it. Aha, so there's our like dimension thing. Now we also need this capacitor bank to charge it from the back. So it's going to be able to put in 525. I think I might make that just a little bit bigger so that this thing can... Yeah, why not? We'll give it just a whole bunch of juice here. Whole bunch of juice. Dude, I love the Sunny cover, man. It was awesome sauce, says Blood Rain. Thanks. I wanted to do that song for absolutely ages. Ages, ever since I first learned to play it. And, yeah, finally it came together. I had a lot of fun writing the tab for it as well. The tab that you saw on the screen I had to write. So the first video I made, the War for Territory one, I kind of wasn't going to put the tab on the screen. Then I put it on as like a bit of an afterthought. I was like, I probably should. So I wrote up the tab for that. And then I couldn't remember how I'd recorded stuff in the past. And I was in a bit of a rush to get it done. So the way it's positioned on the video wasn't really that great. Didn't think it through very much. But then when I went to do the Sunny one, I experimented a bit more and I found some options that make the tablature like display and move differently. And so that one had like way better presentation. Yeah, I was just about to say that might happen. That's the way. So now this thing gets charged from around there. Not bad. Out of sight. Maybe could have done it in a way where it's like in sight. Can't help but feel it needs like a little more space up the top. But anyway. There it is. Beautiful. So now that thing should... Oh, it hasn't even got this in. Uh-oh! How much power does this thing want? Okay, it looks like it's going to store a lot of power and then it's going to use 100,000 RF per tick. So, this thing over here... Yeah, we now have like way more output. We might be incentivized to make another solar panel soon. Which means we'd have to make another wood farm thing. Yeah, definitely don't want it to run out of energy, says Wildman. Yeah, if you die in there or get caught in there, it can be pretty bad, right? That looks good. So 100,000 RF per tick, this thing can move 975,000 RF per tick. So over 9 times more. What about a solar panel then? Like, what if I asked it to make one of those? Again, it does everything but the wood. And somewhere we've got like a wood recipe where we need to change it up. It's that one right there. Let's go... I wonder if there's an easy solution to this. Let's go type wood. And look for log. Oh, maybe I type log. Okay, that's interesting. That actually... No, it's not a log, is it? See, there's a lot of wood. Is it actually that? And that says using substitutions, yes. That was the thing I thought I might go enable. probably doesn't want to use a mix of things. So if we look at that there, we've got 9,000 odd. We've got tons of other types of wood. We've got a lot here that look like they are probably in storage that hasn't been upgraded, which I thought I did. So going back to that solar panel, if we click on it, let's just get a number here. See if we can break it down a little bit. Right. It wants basically 1,000 more achacha. I think I know what I'm going to do for this, actually. I think I've got an idea. Like, we'll create a little something that we use every now and then, and this will give us an opportunity to do, like, the tiniest amount of decorating, which I just feel like doing right now. So if we come back to this space, there's a bit of work that needs doing back here. I think we should probably put upgrades on all of these. Where are the types that look like they didn't have upgrades? Oakwood 16. I don't know what the stack limit there is. That doesn't look like it's full up. No, that just went up a number as well. Are they actually from down here? Ah, look at that. Basically, let's upgrade everything to the max. Alright? We're not using void upgrades, so we'll take these and never worry about it again because they'll all be fully filled up. Then we'll do something else to remedy our little achacha thing. I'm guessing one of the lower levels of solar panel isn't using a substitution, says Lady Patati. That's what it looks like. The substitution stuff doesn't seem to work properly. And not only that, but I think the recipe looks for like one substitution instead of multiple. So that's another issue. Now, the other idea is just upgrading this room, because we never decorated it, so like, just throwing like absolutely whatever. I don't even know. Is there some crazy cool block we could replace the stone back there with? We could use the replacing gadget, or the exchanging gadget even. Okay, let's go down here. Charlie Aldis says, love the new guitar video, hope the RSI isn't too bad. Unfortunately it was, and I had to put the guitar down. What I had when I was doing my, what are they called again? What's the movement called? Bodyweight row. No, is that it? I think it's called the bodyweight row. So, like, I've experienced this feeling in my arm before when I was doing a load of pull-ups one day. All of a sudden I got the cramping around the elbows, and like the first time I got that, it was really weird. It was a very strange feeling. It feels like something's about to cramp up when you like squeeze the muscle, and it's like it gives you a lot of sensation, but like a lot of worry as well. And we're being raided by the one, the only, the Impulse, who I saw was streaming The Deep Dark, which is looking fantastic. That experimental snapshot was a more than welcome surprise, I would say. So welcome in all the raiders. We were just having a waffle about injuries related to guitar playing, as I posted a couple of guitar covers over on my second channel, and that'll probably be the last for a long time, as I went and put all the guitar equipment away. I was like, okay, I'm not doing this again, because got injuries from it immediately. Tango, thanks so much for the raid, my dude. And Chancey RN, thank you for 2 months of support. Yeah, I'm going to be making a video tomorrow and Sunday, and then putting that out on the Deep Dark again. So if y'all want to check out like a deep dive, like covering all the stuff, I've already got a video out from yesterday, and I'm doing another one covering even more details and stuff that I've learned since. Wait, while y'all saying, why are you calling me a derp? What did I do? I said Tango. No way. No way did I say Tango. Oh, my wires are crossed up in my head. I'm so sorry, Tango. Oh my god, what did I do? I got it all wrong. Oh man, I'm sorry. I guess I'll have to press that dirt button. God, I'm an idiot. I said Tango again. Oh, sorry. Oh god, sorry. Please forgive me, Tango. I got it all wrong. Oh, what is wrong with me? Jeez, god. God, it's clearly a Tango raid as well. I mean, all the Tango emotes. You know. Anyway, forgive me, my friend. I need a troll emote. Oh my god, I'm writing that one down. I need that. I need that. The first time definitely was a derp. Otherwise, it's just me trolling. Oh, just having fun with it. Right, all of this is updated, and the thing that I wanted to do... I could do... I don't want to build this into this room. It's going to be a really weird thing. Let's go get a destruction gadget and just start making a bit of a shape out of this room, I think, is the way I'm going to approach it. So, that's weird. Why does it... I tell you what, it's kind of hard to see how far it extends. So, first of all, depth will be 1. We've got some numbers here, okay. So I'm going to remove, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. So yeah, let's get back to the story, right? So I was doing these pull-ups, and then I got this weird pain in my... I say pain, it was like a cramping, but like not fully there. It felt like it was just about to like cramp up and give me hell. And so I was like, okay, you know, obviously stop everything I'm doing and crack on it. And I do that now. Like when I felt the same cramp again the other day, it was just like, okay, that's it. That's the end of the workout, right? Like no more of this like working through it, because that's how you get injured. So I felt this really weird sensation, and it was after I did a bunch of bodyweight rows, and they never give me like any problems. Bodyweight rows is where you got some bars, you're underneath them, you hold the bars and you pull your body weight up to it, and you sort of like squeeze your shoulder blades in. And I've never had any problems with that movement until after playing guitar the day before for like 4 hours. So then I was just like, yeah, this isn't worth it. Oh look, I've kind of maybe miscounted. That kind of works out actually. It makes it nice and easy to do the rest of this. Regular stone? Is there any regular stone? Yep, we got some. So tennis elbow from guitar. It's not tennis elbow. It's not tennis elbow. I've read a lot about the different golfer's elbow, tennis elbow. This is a like in the moment cramping up of the muscle. Like after it eased off the bit, I could literally squeeze it again, and like I would just feel the same sensation flaring up. It's really strange. And yeah, I don't know. Like I just stopped. And the big difference with, and it's not the only pain that I felt. I felt a few other pains like in my shoulder, and I was just like, this is because of guitar. Right, so then we're going to install something in here that's going to look really weird. So bonsai hopper pots, we need 2 because of the size of the room or the layout of it. Then the achacha saplings, some dirt for them, and then storage, which I could actually just make for the logs. Specifically, let's go to the storage mod. Oh, got that again. And we have 2 basic drawers, so we'll go with that. And yes, this room looks a little bit janky. Now we need to get a cable to this as well. So that cable will come through at this site here. And I'm like very aware this is all going to look rather odd. Just thinking about what this is going to be. It's just going to look weird, and we'll roll with it. Actually going to move that. Yeah, okay, so we got that, and we're going to put the wood in here. So that's the only thing that these will collect. I need to lock those with a key, I guess. Whoops! God, I'm having all the kerfuffles. I started having a pain in my shoulder, elbow and wrist joints after playing Just Dance with My Child. Turns out it's a nerve. Man, it hurts. Yikes. I don't think I've experienced like a trapped nerve thing before, so I don't know quite what that feels like. But, I mean, if it's a trapped nerve or a problem with the nerve, I know that trapped nerves can be relieved, right? Like it's a temporary thing. Hopefully that's what it is for you. Let's go ahead and do that. Chuck in these two things. We're kind of done with some of this other stuff for the minute, aren't we? So we'll get rid of it all. Keep the inventory nice and clean. So we have that. And yeah. Right, you might guess what's going to come next. We got one to start with. So I'm going to make like 4 of these, I think. Yeah, and then just put them immediately around this thing. And I kind of only want them to speed up these. If I'd have thought about it a bit, I maybe could have made this whole thing like compact in the range of these. Did I put the saplings in? They stack, and I can see. I think it's just sort of going way too fast for it to comprehend. Although, that's kind of not really pumping them out as fast as I thought it might. Let's go get some upgrades so that we don't run out of storage space. There we go. And maybe stack this a few more times. This might not really respond well to it, is another thought. This might not be the best way to make this type of farm. The other thing is, when we're EMC farming, that might be a better way to just get loads of wood. Just EMC it. I didn't really think of that. I think I like that way better. This thing's way too slow. And I haven't hooked it up yet. Actually, I think I'm going to go with that. And I don't mind learning it the hard way, because we upgraded all of this and we've set up the room to be decorated. Yeah, let's get this thing up and running and then use EMC to get loads of wood to... Yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it, basically. So that was fun, wasn't it? But we'll come back here and we'll make use of that room later on. Also, can I get those drawers back? Whatever. I don't really actually need them immediately. Let's keep the exchanging gadget in the inventory as a reminder that we've got a project to do up here. And we got Wiggly Fox here for 24 months. Thank you so much. My dude, 2 years right there. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Aren't you farming Never Stars? Better to turn them into EMC. You know what? I didn't think of... Ooh. We could have made a dimension with like the Never Star block. If that is a thing, it is. 1253, and that one is... That would have made a better one. It also might have made the cost of the dimension astronomical. We'll stick with what we got for now. Maybe change it at another time. Which one do I have to use? This one over here. Dang, my FPS is hurting a little. What's next then? If we've got that dimension up and running, we just need to visit it next, I think. Test 2 ID 1. How do I hook it up to a dimension? Interesting. That's something different. That's a receiver. Wait, is this how I configure them together? So a dialing device, if I do that and I dial... Got it, got it. So I need... Do I need to bring these into the dimension? Because I need a way back out, right? So I'm going to have that to get in, and then I need the same things again to get out. I also don't know where I want to put that. I think I need the same things again, so... We need the dialing device. And then we need matter things. You can take a dislocator, says Blackjack. Ah! That'll save me some time, actually. That'll save me a lot of time. Do I have a dislocator? I think I thought it was somewhere in my inventory, but it's not. Huh. It's not that, is it? It's literally one of these, but there isn't one here. But we used one, so where did it end up? Or is it that? Advanced that's the one. Now, if I right-click it, I think it's going to teleport me. Yeah. Aha, like that. Okay, so that's how we get home. After we head into the dimension. So then, we want the dialing device to basically link those two together. And then we get to go there. Blackjack, thank you for all your help, by the way. I've made a slow and silly way into this place, I guess you could say. What on earth? Energetic. Are you going to blow up, or are you just enchanted and fast? Wow. Okay. Now, the idea is you set up a quarry here, right? I didn't even, like, think beyond this point now. You shear the energetic wall and put it in a machine for RF. Alright. So, as far as... I guess we've got RF Tools Quarry. I don't know what one to use. Quantum Quarry... That looks sort of similar to me. Huh. Require blocks from a hypothetical dimension. I don't know if there's a guide on how to use this. And we haven't done much of Buildcraft before. Oh, Blackjack says that the Silky Jewel block is the highest MCRF tool values allow you to make a dimension of. Right, because we were discussing the Neverstar block. If you want a RF Tools builder, you want an RF Tools builder with a quarry card, right? Well, we've got a shape quarry card. Is there like a general? Okay, I'm seeing the distinctions here. So yeah, we want the regular shape card quarry. Can this just be like activated to just mine, or do you have to spend ages configuring it? And that is for the, let's see, the builder, that's right. So this will mean we're probably going to need a plug as well. This won't be infused either, will it? Guess I could go home and infuse it. Let's grab a bunch of that stuff. And then we want a point. And back to the other dimension we go. Ah, the quarry fills it with dirt. The cleaning quarry leaves air behind. I think I'll do the dirt one. Just replace it with dirt. I don't know. Don't know why I'd do it one way or another, but yeah. Oh look, the machine infuser is almost finished infusing. And now it's... So now... I'm going to put that there, and it's going to go even faster. So we've got a dimension builder here. And that's being infused. Excellent. I say it'll go faster. I'm not sure that it is. It seems to be chewing through these at a regular pace. Right, so we use those 3 items to then mine the stuff. It will put it into a chest, so we'll probably want that to be an ender chest, right? Just press that. Yeah, there we go. We've got 2 of those. What I'll do is I think I'll re-dye them. I don't know if they're defunct or something. They go. Oh, look, no, they're being used for something. You saw that. So let's go ahead and go. Project EMC. That doesn't. given us a particular colour theme or anything that we can match. I think I'm going to go with just something a bit more random, I think. Go with that combination. Hopefully we haven't used it. Right, so we want to bring one of those with us. Almost done. For the Buildcraft one, you need 3 landmarks and a quarry lever and a power source. That sounds kind of straightforward. Maybe we can mess around with that as well. If you right click while holding the quarry card, you configure the size. 512 is the maximum length. Let's quickly type in quarry for Buildcraft. Let's just add it to the... oh, no. Let's add that to the list. And then we need landmarks and a lever. Possibly just set up 2 of them in there. Oh, that's some old school right there. I recognise that. That's going way back. Let's make them all and have a race. I like that, yeah. A quarry race. So shift right click it. And then like that. That's a lot of blocks. Maybe give it a bit of an offset. It's still counting the amount of blocks that is. Where's the offset? There we go. Solid? Hollow? No, definitely solid. Top dome. Oh yeah, you can make loads of shapes with this thing. I used that to build a base a long time ago. Ooh, void stone, eh? Right. I'm going to put this here. I'm not sure if it's going to... wait, that's the wrong block. I'm not sure if it's going to be like vertical or not. Did I leave it? Oh god, I probably left it behind, didn't I? Build, craft, quarry, the OG quarry from 1.2.5. And that is going way back. Dimension. Oh, did I just do like a Wally thing and not actually infuse a builder? Probably. What a Wally. Oh god. Get rid of this fella. Okay, so once again, we're in need of this stuff. Now, I've been sitting a lot this stream. I'm going to switch to standing. To be fair, throughout the day I've mostly been standing, but I feel like a little bit of a switch. Buildcraft is a fun visual one. Cool, we'll get both going. You only want to be Y66 with an offset of -33. Oh. How are we doing? 56%. God, I need one of those little time clocks over here, don't I? Oh yeah, Fahad says, thoughts on Deep Dark. You know, I'm going to save my thoughts for my video on Sunday, as I've got some interesting insights, but you'll just have to wait and hear them out. And if you find anything interesting, or hidden or unusual, or something you think might have been overlooked, feel free to tweet me. Some people have tweeted me some cool stuff that's going to be covered in the video. Right, let's take that. Let's get rid of this one. Get rid of that thing. Off we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to another dimension we go. With a builder here and a builder there. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Yeah, so apparently this offset needs to be -33 or something. Thing is, like, what's the... See, wait, the height is 63. So shouldn't this be like an offset of 63 and the height... Look at that, it's already changed it. That should probably be 63, right? That sounds right to me. Oh, it's already in there. Dang. So it needs some power. And I believe putting that there, it will put the things in. Silky dimension. This thing's charging up. On to activate. Guess I might need a lever then. And now I have absolutely no idea if it started or not. Not enough. Oh, it started! And it's filled it up. Not enough power. What is it on about? I don't know if it's still mining blocks and like voiding them. And I don't know if I fly out. I don't even know in which direction actually. I guess we put in positives. So the way I went in was probably the right direction. But that's a massive amount of direction. I don't know if this is chunk loaded. We might need a chunk loader. Have we got such a thing? There are some blocks we've encountered where when you place them it says it loads the chunk. We kind of need to like load a massive area for it though, right? So let's go down. Oh no, that's not it. What am I on about? Let's go back. And I guess we want to get that out of there, so we need a conduit. Oh right, you load the builder and then it will load the chunks it's mining. Cool. What was the chunk loader thing that we encountered at some point or another? Can't remember. We need to add that, whatever it was. Right, we'll take a storage drawer and put that next door. Probably going to need some speed upgrades here as well. Among other upgrades, actually. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's get all of those in, then we need a key to lock it. And that is that. But it's not loaded anymore. A flux point can load chunks. Huh. So it can. So it can. That's just been there the whole time in front of me, hasn't it? Wow, that is really just taking like the output is just 20,000. Oh, it's 20,000 per. No, it's 50,000 per side of block, isn't it? So why would the output be just 20,000 for that thing? I'm not sure. Because 20,000 was the limit we encountered with this. The output is now lower? Okay, now this thing is full. Maybe it was just a bit of a visual glitch. Right. So that thing's mining a stupid amount of blocks. And that means... Oh, that means that we get into the EMC stuff. I don't know if I want to make like a new room. I think I probably do. Somewhere for this. But that is us getting a stupid amount of that stuff. So... what was next after we do all of that? I think it was this chest here, which I've actually already made, I'm pretty sure. There's like a split version of it, which was super useful. Oh yeah, it's the one over there. You should put the output of the ender chest into an EMC tablet block to transform onto EMC. Maybe add a buffer to help if needed. Yeah, except I don't have a tablet yet. But I do have... ah, right, so I got an energy condenser. I'm going to pick these two up. And then turn that off. You've done your job. Almost sounds upset, that sound. Right. So I want that. Which I think... did we do everything there? I think we did everything for that. So if we make it a pattern... pretty sure we'll have this. We'll have it in the bag. Yeah, there it is. Okay, alchemist chest. Uh-huh. That doesn't look how I remember or thought it would look. That maybe is not the one that I thought it was. Let's hop into the other world. You want the MK2 version of the condenser, says Blackjack. Never mind, hop into the other world. Blackjack's here. Thank you as always, my dude. Let's get in there. The little noises are kind of funny, says Skyfire. Aren't they just? Aren't they just? Naughty Brutus says, yo! Yo, my dude, welcome to the stream. Oh, can you hear me yawning? Oh, that is a sign of a lack of sleep. It's catching up with me. So, I guess it's over here, isn't it? Mark 2, that's what we want. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Let's go add it to the list before we lose track of that. So we want to do quantum. Yeah, that thing. Quantum storage unit. I've got one, but I should really add a recipe for it. As I believe we need 2 anyway. So that's the storage unit. The other one wasn't a tank by chance, was it? Nope, we need 2 of those. We've got the MK3 here, which I don't think I'm going to end up using, so I'll just leave that, I guess. Right, now we can tell it to make us the next one. Oh, dang it, I wasn't paying attention, was I? This thing needs that thing, needs the other one. Probably needs that. Oh, God. Down a rabbit hole. Down a rabbit hole. I think that's the one that we just did. Then there's that. So that's the one with the gold ingots. Whoops. Uh-huh. And then there's that. That's the one with the diamond. And that's what goes there. So those are the dependencies. Let's go put these things in. And then ask it for the quantum one again. And then it makes all of that stuff. Woohoo. Right. Remember, we got an objective here to make lots and lots of wood. That is our objective. Okay. Yeah, so 2 of those. What were we doing? I'm definitely starting to lose my focus a little bit, I just realised. So, dark matter, red matter, antimatter relay. Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we need the relay thing, which is right there. Antimatter relay. Oh, rabbit hole! Rabbit hole! Oh, good God. Right, so furnace, obsidian, glass, diamond. Oh, here we go. Did I need multiple of those? I think I just needed the one, right? I'm going to make multiple just in case. Diamond and glass. Diamond and glass. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, let's head over to the draconic stuff. XVX Rabbit when, says Lucaro. You know, it would have been a great emote for this series. It really would have been, wouldn't it? Right, in goes the furnace. I'm just going to do this the once. I don't think I need it multiple times. Anyway, it was like one of those, and a bunch of these. Let's see if we can wing it. Like 1, 2, oops. Did the wrong ones first. Not yet. Yeah, I had a feeling I did something wrong over here. Let's take that back. That's 5. Is it 6? Gotcha. Right, then we have that. Which is used with obsidian, dark matter. So 9 obsidian and dark matter. Oh, it's so logical, isn't it? It's just so logical. Of course it would be that. Why would it be anything else? What are you on about? Oops, one too many. And then that time thing makes it nice and easy. This is where we put in... Oh, no. So, red matter and obsidian. Again, just very logical, you know, that level. Of course it'd be red matter. I mean, what did you think it was going to be? By the way, who in chat's played the game Catan? Played some board games recently. Now, board games when I grew up were always like, I don't know, Monopoly, things like Frustration, Kaplunk. I mean, that's sort of not a board game. I'm just trying to think of some. Checkers, like they were always like never really that interesting to me. I don't know, like these games where you get given cash and you go around a board, and the Game of Life, is it called, or something? I don't know. I always just thought they were like quite dull and not that deep. And then I sort of discovered some different ones like recently, like Catan. And the other one that we played was the Caucasans or something, I think. Definitely like Catan a little bit more. Caucasans is really quite interesting though. Yeah, these are like actual board games of like strategy and balance. And I really enjoy them, they're good. But just, I don't know, growing up never had any games like that. They were always just really, unfortunately, quite unsatisfying in terms of like strategy. Right, that's where the other blocks go now, these ones, that's it. And then in the middle, we get to put that thing. Yay! Done. That took a while. But it's all good now, isn't it? So we've got the energy condenser mod. Oh, it's a quest! Like next level chess. It's like going from checkers to chess. And like, I realise now why these games are so... Like, I can't remember the names of them because they're just not that good. But like, there would be board games that just felt like they didn't really have a lot of... I don't know, like the game design wasn't very deep. So like the problem with Monopoly is just like, if you look into how it's played and what the best strategies are, it's just pure aggression, because so much of the game is chalked up to luck and factors like going first, and it's like really not a good game. The theme of the game is pretty cool, but like the design is terrible basically. This is what we want, by the way, this thing here. The design is terrible. So, a lot of games that I remember playing were kind of like that. You're playing for a bit and it'll just be like, this isn't very deep or interesting. Just like to play with other people more than anything. Yeah, I'm picturing like snakes and ladders, that sort of thing. And then this game Catan just looked so much better, and I brought it, and then we start playing it, and it's like an actual proper strategy game. My dad's favourite strategy game is Othello. Othello is great. I used to love that one. Right, so we're going to extract from there, and now insert into here. And I think you've got to do that to tell it... Nah, you see, now it's making... Actually, what am I doing here? Maybe it stores it and it only converts it when you're ready. So the thing that we really wanted was loads of this. Ha! There you go. That's how it works, right? Now we understand. Oh, good God! I got too much. I can't double click it in. That might just give us enough to make the chaotic solar panel as well. I bet someone in chat's going to be like, make diamonds with it! Okay, so now we go to solar panel. Let's see if it'll do it now. War games are a great social hobby, says Newsled Band. Yeah, I can agree with that. Right, let's start the process, and it's going to take 11 minutes, wow, to make a chaotic solar panel. Make dirt with it, says Caspian. Oh my god, that is genius. Right, we could teach it to make one of these. Oh no, wait, it needs an EMC value, which you actually see. Oh, there's these, isn't there? No, wait, they're the base ones. Right, so we could make the base ones and skip all the crafting. See, this is what I don't like about this mod, is like once you unlock it, once you're where we are, it feels like you can just skip so much stuff, if I'm making any sense at all. Like you just cut out automation all of a sudden. So here's another route that we can go. These ones are even better. We absolutely have to do some of these at some point. They'll be a lot of fun. They also don't look too tricky to make. In fact, I kind of feel like I might just make one for the fun of it. So if I made that level and then made a bunch of them in the EMC thing, we could then probably quite easily make those all the way up to the top tier, the infinity one, which would just give us stupid amounts of power. Very interesting. What do we need to do in our quest book, I'm wondering? There it is. Oh yeah, we've only done the one the whole way through. Yeah, so I need to start making these other things just to fill that. So the transmutation table is obviously next. Rare rewards, thank you. How helpful and powerful. I'm going to leave that there. Right. I'm going to get rid of all of the dimension... Oh, no, that's not working. Dimension-related stuff up here. As... Don't think we need to go through all of that again. Don't think we need those on there or that right now. So we've got some things we can experiment with from that mod. We need to obtain the Tome of Knowledge. Quantum Storage Unit. I don't know why that's actually on there, because we just made some of that. Right, then there's... Okay, we'll get rid of that. We need to make... Is it that thing? Oh, it needs 4 energy condensers. And one of those. So we'll do a bunch of crafting again. Now, this HDPE thing, I think I might skip over it. I'm so done with Mechanism. I think. I mean, let's go check it out. We spent a lot of time doing this stuff, and it was kind of cool to get your head into it, but it's just so unself-explanatory, and it's just a grind of assembly for machines. And, yeah, I've done that. I think I might just cheat the HDPE in. It doesn't have an EMC value, though, so I'll just give myself a stack or something. Going back to that table, though, there are other things, so I'm interested in finding out how we make night slime. And then we've also got to do... Oh, no, pixie dust is Botania, so we're not doing that. And then I think that was just a recipe, so that's taken care of. Where are we again? Oh, we're still on the tablet thing. Yeah, so I think when we get around to this, which we'll probably do in the next stream, it'll be a bit of a grind to do some of this crafting. The only thing we're actually going to build that's new is the night slime. And I want to know... This isn't just a chickens thing. There's another way of getting this, I'm sure of it. I think you might have to kill like a slime in a tinker's smeltery or something like that. I tell you what, we haven't built our slime farm yet, so we could end up having a right bit of fun. Ah, this appears to be it. Seared stone, liquid purple slime, and molten iron. So those two are good. Let's bookmark that, just so we find our way back to it. Also, I have no idea why a block of diamond is there. So then, do we have smelting here? So we need purple slime balls. Now, we can't get that from regular slimes. But we do get it from loot. So I could rely on my loot bags. We've already probably got a bonsai tree for this somewhere. Congealed slimy rock. So slimy leaves and saplings would probably hint at that. Yeah, there you go. So I think we've got a bonsai tree. So I don't think we need to actually build the slime farm yet. We'll just take the pink slime, turn it into the liquid. So we'll set up a bit of a smeltery thing somewhere that just produces the night slime. So that'll probably be our next little project, I think. Criticorn, thank you ever so much for 3 months of support, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time hanging out with us. And peeps, if you are enjoying it, be sure to hit the follow button here on Twitch. We're doing our Hermitcraft Town Hall stream tomorrow. Right, and we got this room up here. Now, suggestions in chat. What's a crazy texture material that would look cool in here? I'm thinking maybe something wooden. Oh, actually, we could just use some of the textures we've already acquired. And I could maybe even just, like, assemble them randomly. There's some nice stuff here, like Maho wood. This is also kind of a cool excuse just to crank out some of these textures. Alright, let's get the all-in-one tool. So thank you for your suggestions, but I've obviously clearly decided that we're going in this direction now. Bloodwood. A bit weirded out, like, why they're all sort of capped around 250. Some of these look really interesting, I've got to say. I mean, we've got to place them down in the world and see how they actually look, but that's a nice texture. That's a bit busy, but I could see that being cool. That's another nice one. I'm looking at the outside more than the inside. That's a little too, I don't know, specific. That's kind of cool. And then that's very vanilla. I really like that one. I kind of wanted to leave it there. Right, it changes when you drop it. So going further down this list, let's try and get a few things that look more interesting, let's say. Oh, there really is some variety here as well. That's very peculiar looking. And that, my friends, by the way, was Evil X. Jay's on fire, thank you ever so much for 65 months. Appreciate your support ever so much. And can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. 65, wow. That's a poor texture, I think. If it were randomized per block, probably pretty good. This one's really caught my eye, and I think I might just use that in this room. So, although we do need some contrast, actually, now that I start to think about how I'm going to use it. And again, everything we do in this series is very simple. I'm not looking to, like, go ham on textures and detail and shape. It's very much about just picking a few things and rolling with it. Like, that's really different, that one. Seems to come in a few rotations or something. What's this one? Plumwood? God, this... Oh, God. I can't stop looking. Look at that one. Look at this one. Right, let's check out these. Yeah, not going to use that. That's a really flat texture. That's kind of awesome. Bit bold, but definitely awesome. Now that is really nice. But probably doesn't match what we've got over here. That's a bit busy. And that's just a bit too smooth, I think. Almost the right kind of texture to pair with this one. Let's try teak. I think I might put those two together. Yeah, I reckon there's something to that. Okay, so put all of those away. See what we can do with this. Animation was cut off, says Surprise T. And putting in a derp face. What a fiend! Oh my god, immediately calling me a derp? Because the animation got cut off? What are you talking about? Let me check it out. You're just coming up with an excuse to see it again. It didn't cut off. Oh, I was Very, very expertly played there, Surprise T. Expertly played. Oh, it was cut off, some of you are saying? Well, here's the thing. It sends an instruction to play the animation, and then after a certain amount of time, turn it off, so that when I press the button again, it will play it again. Now, if it cut off early, I don't really know why, because that value shouldn't change. Do these rotate? Oh, they do. Yeah, that value shouldn't change, so I don't really know why. I mean, maybe it's a thing, maybe just, I don't know, the program lags, or there's something about it that I'm not aware of. It actually looks kind of ugly when it's spaced out like that, jeez. I just realised this means I kind of need to go around and just rebuild everything. But that texture's awesome. I think I might just do the one texture for the whole room. And then use the little bit of blue as like the contrast, I guess. Actually, now that I put them together, it's not so bad. So yeah, let's get some digging going. Chick Tech, thank you so much for 8 months. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hi, hope you're fine. What do you think about nuclear power being now green in Germany? What does that mean? Because in Germany, they shut down all of the nuclear power to burn coal instead. But the idea there being that there's a sort of green anti-nuclear energy movement. Has that been reversed now? Like, what's going on? Please tell me more, because the one thing I think would be great is if we were to actually move on to using nuclear power instead of fossil fuels. Not permanently, not forever, but like it feels like it was the next logical step. Is anyone else in chat? No, I'm now watching chat like a hawk. I want to hear some good news. Not really in Germany, but an EU thing. Alright, so was there perhaps a EU law passed saying, look, we're going to do some of this nuclear power? Because we need that. We really do. We need to create our electricity not from fossil fuels and get nuclear going. And, you know, not the nuclear power of old, modern, more updated. You know, it's got to be done right, obviously, but it has its risks, but I think they've sadly been blown way out of proportion. They were deciding about it, but did they actually decide it already on nuclear power, says Curls? No idea. I'll possibly get a little bit of time to check the BBC website before I go to bed. Maybe there'll be like a news article. That'd be great news, I think. And of course, it would then have to be done, right? Just because they agree to do it doesn't mean, you know, if you cut corners with nuclear power, that can be very bad. Relic says, why is 500 bits the minimum I can do? I want to do 100, but never mind. Yeah, it's got like a higher amount. Same with donations, because I don't like, if you only got a few bits, if you only got a little bit of like pocket money, like keep it to yourself, spend it on yourself. I'm good, I'm fine. If you want to like make a donation to support the channel, then you know, I sort of have that barrier of entry there, because I used to watch streams and I knew who some of the people donating were, and I kind of thought like, oh man, you're like a kid, you don't have a job and you're just giving your pocket money to this streamer, and I didn't really like it. So then when it was time for me to like figure out how I wanted to handle that stuff, I was like, well, I'm just going to put like a minimum, and there should be a message down there as well saying like 18 plus, and yeah, that's just the way I think about it, I guess. Skyfighter says, I don't know enough about nuclear power to have an opinion. That is a great way to think about stuff. Like, remind yourself if you don't know enough. But to me, it feels like we could go that way if done right. I just feel we still don't know well how to dispose of nuclear waste. My ideas are outdated. Yeah, the nuclear waste disposal thing is a bit of an issue, and you know, like, I feel like I can say I know a fair bit about it, but what I know about is listening to other experts talk about it, right? Like, I've listened to a lot of podcasts with smart people who are saying, look, we really need to do this if we're going to solve the climate crisis. So I am, on some level, like, regurgitating things that I've learned from other people. And I think the argument tends to be with the waste. I don't know the specifics around the waste stuff, but, like, the idea is, like, it may be one of those things where it's like, okay, it's something we actually have to solve further down the line, but, like, it gives us more time than waiting on climate change, right? Like, we need to get off of fossil fuels, and this we've got this option of nuclear power right here, and yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to dispose of the material. And another thing, by the way, I remember hearing, because I listened to, like, another podcast on the topic a while ago, and they're saying that, like, the old waste and expenditure that they used to have from some of the more old school technology, they now actually know how to refine some of the waste even further and extract more power from that. So, like, the process has improved, and the idea would be that with time, technology can keep on improving it, right? It can keep on, you know, we can kind of know, look, if we put time, energy, and effort into this, that problem is still a problem, but it gets smaller with time, and you know, we can figure out in the future how to do it, but we need to make the changes right now. Zulu West, thank you for gifting a sub to Moffy Lenny. We always appreciate the gifting of the subs. There it is right there. There it is right there. Thank you, my dude. Moffy, be sure to say thanks in the chat. And it worked, and I'm watching it, and I'm just seeing if it's going to cut off early. It hasn't cut off early. Oh, it cut off early. Dang. Now, what would cause it to do that? It's me, Adri. Thank you for 3 months of support. Appreciate it. Right, I think I know how I'm going to fix that. I'm just going to give it a longer time frame. I won't have time to do that today, but it will go on the notes list. Ready for me to do it at a future point in time. Thank you so much for subscribing with the Prime, my dude. Greatly appreciated. How's this room looking so far? I like it. Very, not very interesting actually, but you know, yeah, it's a thing. Do I like that up there? It's going to be dark up there. Yeah, that's fine. Not even going to see that really, are you? Yeah, any alternative to fossil fuels would be good. Also, do you know that the fears around nuclear power are exaggerated? Oh, you do know, you're saying, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, definitely on the side of exaggerated, but I think if someone were to be like, you know, kind of hear these ideas about how the technology's improved and, like, statistically, you know, there's a good case to say it is safer. Once you know those things, I think, it's much better. WS says, I don't even see an animation. You're just trying to get me to play it again, aren't you? It looks like the EU has presented plans to classify nuclear power as green when the power plants do meet certain requirements. It's not decided yet, it seems. Well, that'll be good if we can shift the consciousness of people a little bit. People in power are too old to be alive when climate change will arrive in full scale. I wonder if this makes them careless. Yeah, I think it can. Like, there's a lot of life where you know you should make changes or should do this thing or that thing, but it's like, you know, it's always further down the road or someone else's problem. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, not directly either. Like, I'm talking about, it's not like you're consciously thinking this won't affect me, so I don't care, you know. And another thing as well is that, like, it's not just up to leaders to solve these problems. I do think that yes, you need like regulatory change and like industry change on like that level, but you also need people to make a change as well. Like, it's not just, it's like we kind of need change at all levels, right? And it's very hard to convince people to change their lifestyle or do things differently, unless you can kind of like, you know, like Tesla with electric cars. It's like, if you want one of the best cars, it's now an electric one. Basically, you want the fastest car, it's an electric one. Like, So solving the problem that way is really interesting. Just like facing the fact that most people aren't going to go, oh, I'm going to make all these sacrifices and ride a bike to work every day. You know, like that just doesn't happen. But if you can somehow make bikes maybe really cheap, make them easier to use, you know, build biking infrastructure, then people will adopt them. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the stream up here. A little bit earlier than usual, but I got a few things to do and I need an early night tonight. So thank you ever so much everyone for tuning in. It's been fantastic. I'll see you again tomorrow for some Hermitcraft Town Hall. And as we do at the end of these streams, we do a raid. Big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all the peeps gifting the subs. I'm going to burp. No, I'm not going to burp. Ugh. Yeah. I totally lost my train of thought then. Thanks to my patrons. Thank you to my mods. I'm going to send you over to Rendog today. Let's make it happen. Oh, he's showing a picture of his dog that looks super cute. Anyway, I gotta go. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.